Ryan Bader is the main event for the PFL versus Bellator. He's taking on Fedor Emelianenko, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. That's peak male performance right there, boys. Oi, oi, oi! Whack! That's pretty much a kill shot, boys. Now, we're gonna break it down his opponent. 6'8" is pretty massive. That man should have been playing basketball. Ooh. Jesus, look at that leg already. Oi! 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 Oh, man. Oh, look at that big giant check. What's going on, boys? Welcome back to the channel. We have another breakdown video for you. We're going to be breaking down Ryan Bader versus Fedor Emelianenko. Now, at the beginning of 2024, they announced the acquisition of Bellator being purchased by PFL. And with that, you got super fights. You have Bellator champions taking on PFL champions. You know, back in the day, the only one you would see do this is pretty much Renan versus Bellator. They used to do a nice little co-promotion, which I love to watch. But when you're watching Fedor taking on Ryan Bader, which is the Bellator champion, and we have Ryan Bader is the main event for the PFL versus Bellator. He's going to be taking on Renan Ferreira. All right, boys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe. Also, hit the bell so you know we go live. Now, Ryan Bader, I follow his career. He's fought in the UFC. I believe we might have fought on the same card together. I'm not sure. But taking on Fedor Emelianenko, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. That's peak male performance right there, boys. All right, we got the epic pin out, ready to rock and roll. Let's take a look, see what we got here, boys. Look at that. Look at that stone cold killer right there. Stone cold killer. There we go. Okay, once again, the void. Okay, the one thing I was... Okay, one of the things we're noticing already is Ryan Bader comes to the edge of the void. He waits there, almost kind of like DDP does. He comes to the edge of the void. Herb needs in my way. He comes right to the edge of the void, and then that's when he starts his attack, right? He doesn't keep on pressing across the void. He comes here, he stops, then he's gonna either throw a jab, and then he just did a overhand right with a takedown. So he's coming right to the edge of the jab. As Fedor is sitting here, he's measuring and trying to counter everything. So let's see how this fight ends up playing out. All right, he's right there. He's at the edge jab, and he's doing this up and down. He's going up. He's going down and up. Elevation change at the edge of the void to keep Fedor guessing, because Fedor doesn't know if he's going to go a shot, if he's going to go across, what exactly. So it's a very good movement from Ryan Bader. At the very beginning of it, when I was watching it, it looks very herky-jerky, right? It's not like, you know, fluid, like a nice little rhythm, I guess you could say. But that's what he's doing right now. He's doing a nice little herky-jerky, kind of confusing Fedor. There's that herky-jerky. Catch him with the left check hook. The jumping hook. Oi! 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 So I'm gonna go back up real quick. The reason why he was able to land that cross is because he was at that angle, the correct angle to land them. So when you get in this shootout, right? Sometimes when you get in the shootout, it's either you're in front of each other shooting out, or you start doing these windmill haymakers. So let's break this down, right? So they get here, he gets the clinch, right? He gets the clinch. Okay, Fedor moves. Fedor throws a left hook, I believe. Let me see. Left hook, he throws it. He whiffs, as we would say in Street Fighter 6. He whiffs. And once he whiffs that, Ryan Bader is right there behind the shoulder, ready to land a beautiful right hand. There's nothing Fedor can do to stop this right hand from coming, and he's not in a position to reciprocate this energy. Ryan Bader throws the right hand right to the dome. Right to the dome. Right here. Whack. That's pretty much a kill shot, boys. There's nothing you really could do when you're running away from a guy like this and he's behind your shoulder. Nothing you could do. Drops him. Tries to pass guard. Goes right into guard. Elbow right on the freaking... Another elbow. Fedor's cut open. There you go. Now he's starting to pass guard. Now he's in half guard. And right now, Fedor can do either two things. One, he can control the posture to try to recover. Or two, he can get this knee in. He can bring this knee in right here to create some, give himself a knee shield. Posture, frame on his face and frame on his chest. Frame here and frame here to give himself some space. That way he's not close to Ryan Bader, but it seems like he's choosing the option to bury the head and control his posture so he can catch his breath. Which sometimes isn't the best thing. Sometimes you create this space and then your opponent can give you options, because right now Ryan Bader is so close where he can just throw these punches and elbows where it's very hard for Fedor to even get a breath. Nice, just raining down punches. There's nothing he can do. Beautiful right there. Going on 2-on-1. 2-on-1. This is his post hand. Ryan Bader recognizes that. He gets 2-on-1. He rolls it up like a little blunt. And now all Bader's weight goes directly on this. So good wrestling IQ for Ryan Bader. Yeah, right there. And see, now he has that hand trap. So Fedor can't really do anything. All right, this is what's keeping him locked right there. This is the pivotal thing of the fight where he locks him down and he really can't do anything. It's pretty much a checkmate, honestly. If he can't really use a lot of energy, turn his hips this way to be able to get that arm released and be able to start fighting from his back. But since Bader has got it locked and he's got his weight on top of him, it's pretty much checkmate. Like, there's nothing. It's just a matter of time till Herb Dean stops it. And that's all true. And see how hard it is for him to get his arm up? So hard for him to get his arm up. But great execution from Ryan Bader right here, showing a little replay of it. This is the biggest scene in the fight right here. He throws that hook, he whiffs it, and look where Ryan Bader is at. Ryan Bader is in a perfect position to counter. He overthrew his shot, Fedor did, and now Ryan Bader is in a position to throw a beautiful right hand. And he does whack. Doesn't hit him flush. It hits him just enough just to knock him off his equilibrium and send him flying. He goes to the canvas flying, and Ryan Bader gets right in his guard. I would love to see Ryan Bader pass there, because we don't know if the gentleman he's fighting, Renan, is a grappler. So it would be better if he would have passed guard super fast. So Ryan Bader became the champion, or he was the champion, defended it or took it from Fedor. But Fedor is a legend, man. I don't know when he fought Ryan Bader in this time of his career, but I mean, Fedor is still one of the best to ever do it. All right. Now, we're going to break it down his opponent, Renan Ferreira versus Denis Goltsov. So, let's see. We got 34 versus 33 years old, 6'8". This is my first time seeing Renan. 6'8" is pretty massive. That man should have been playing basketball. 85 arm reach, leg reach. Okay, that is a big boy. Okay, very calm. Very calm. Ooh, calf kick. I hate that shit. Okay, already I'm liking what I see. I love seeing these guys at the edge of the void. The void is pretty close. These guys can hit each other. So they're trying to bait each other. This gentleman's trying to get closer to hit him. But Renan is being very chill and relaxed at the edge of the void. So I like that when I see athletes who are chilled outside the void because they're sitting there waiting. We call them watchers because they're watching you so they can f you up. Ooh. So what he's doing, whoo, look at that leg already, boys. Jesus, look at that leg already. So you can tell who the counterattacker is. He's waiting for this gentleman to come across this edge, right? So he's pawing, he's measuring. And each time he's not getting the response he wants, he hits him with this beautiful calf kick. He's hit him there twice already. You can already see the bruising that's coming. Because there's not a lot of meat there. It's just all tendons. You have your, I believe it's your fibula and just tendons. So he wants a response of this gentleman across on a distance so he can counter him. He's not getting it, so he hits him with a calf kick. That's what's going on right now. Good Lord. No, he's waiting. He's waiting. Look. Right hand counter. Oh, we got Ryan Bader watching the fight too. Ooh, trying to counter the uppercut. Oh. Very easy takedown. Okay, let's see what this gentleman has off his back. Okay, guy passed guard already. So Ryan Bader's going to give him trouble there because Ryan Bader's a good wrestler. Okay, he's going to go butterfly sweep. I mean, excuse me, flower sweep. Nope. Oh, he's cut open. How do you get cut? Okay, so right here, already this gentleman on top, Goltsov, I believe. This gentleman right here is showing what Ryan Bader can do to Renan. He took him down, landing in side control, and he's going already to attack this arm. So here's the thing. If he attacks this arm while he's still in half guard, Renan has to make a choice. He's either got to he's got to use a lot of energy and let this gentleman pass guard because he can't defend this and this at the same time. He's got to choose, right? So that's why this guy's going for it. He's basically making a play to see if this guy's going to do something. So when he does this, he's either got to let go and hip escape and try to get a better position, or he's got to use a lot of energy and muscle to get his arm back out of this Kimura attempt. So good on the gentleman on top for trying to make a play. Right, you go to straight arm lock. You see how his guard's open now? His guard was open, so that was his opportunity to go, but he's still going for it. He's raising him up. He loses it. Yeah, that's a neck crank. But see all this right here, Ryan Bader can do this and probably do it better. How is this guy bleeding? Where is he bleeding from? Oh, it looks like it's from his ear. Okay, so we haven't seen any armbar attempts, any triangle attempts, any controlling of the hands whatsoever. So Ryan Bader can sit here and live here if he wanted to. No feet on the hips, no scooting away. Okay, he's trying to get a knee shield in there. Okay. Okay. Big shots from the guy on top. So right here, this is basically, he's trying to control the posture. He's got his legs locked. He can't go anywhere, right? When you like for me, when I play jiu-jitsu, if I'm not confident in my armbar triangle, or even in mixed martial arts, I don't keep my opponents in the guard. I open my guard up to give them an option. I actually open my guard up and force them to pass if they're going to pass a different way, or get my feet on the hips so I can start creating space. This here is just burning time, and you're saying flat. You're saying chest to chest. You're not gonna get out this way, or you can't do any arm bars this way. So that's one of the biggest things I've seen where Ryan Bader would take advantage. He would exploit that and look to stay there and just beat him up. I wish I didn't know what the corner's saying. Oof. Arm triangle there almost. Guy's about to pass full guard. Gets full mount. Yeah, so man, I tell you what, this is not looking good. Like Ryan Bader can use this exact same game plan. Okay, posture's up. There's an armbar right there. Woo. So that first round. So the first round, the biggest thing I saw from that is that he's not very savvy off his back. He doesn't shrimp. He doesn't create frames. He doesn't look to control the arms, to put his arms this way, try to get behind the shoulder. There's a lot of things that Ryan Bader can do to this gentleman. Even though this gentleman is massive, 6'8", it's a very, very, very big heavyweight. He doesn't have a very good ground game from his back so far, what I've seen. Okay. Obviously, the other gentleman did a good job taking him down, passing guard, slowly passing guard. He was in side control. He went for the Kimura to force Renan to do something. Renan had to straighten his arm out and try to use a lot of energy. That's why he's looking gassed right now. And then it gave the gentleman opportunity to actually get to mount, where he ended the fight. Okay, so we saw the first round. We saw Renan was able to be controlled on the ground. And I know for a fact that Ryan Bader is going to be looking to do that when he fights Renan. So I'm curious to see how he's going to do in the second round. Obviously, we know he won, but I want to see what he's going to do different in this round instead of the first round. Because the first round, he did a good job. He did a good job measuring the distance, and he threw 2 calf kicks, and those 2 calf kicks left a nasty bruise on this gentleman's leg. And he's trying to force him to come across this so he can counter him. So let's see what happens in a round 2. Get my epic pin ready. Like, look at that right there. Look at that. 2 calf kicks already bruised. Those calf kicks are something else in mixed martial arts, man. Like, I hate them. I absolutely hate them. They hurt. Okay, like I said before, edge of the void. He doesn't cross. He's waiting. Ooh, he timed that right hand. What? What? Oi! 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 Well, that's it. Huge change from the first round to the second round. Oh, man. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, he becomes the PFL champion. I believe he won the season, because I know PFL structure is a little bit different than other organizations where they have the seasons. And then if you win the season, you get opportunity. You win the season by winning the finals, which is winning the belt, and a crispy, and I mean a crispy $1 million, boys. Boys signing big checks. Now, the biggest thing going into this fight against Ryan Bader is there's a huge size difference. 6'8" versus, I'm assuming Ryan Bader's about 6'2", 6 to 6'2", okay? Huge size difference. We know Ryan Bader has the wrestling pedigree, and we know Renan has a size and obviously some power, okay? But we saw in the first round that Ryan Bader was able, we saw in the first round that Renan was able to be controlled off his back. So let's take a look at the replay. Times that right hand beautifully. Comes out here, defensive takedown. And right here, this is where he gets a kill shot. Right there. Look where he's at. He's at the angle. Angle behind the shoulder. Lands one right hand. Okay, let's play it up. He whiffs. Look where he's at. Right behind the shoulder. Another free shot because he whiffed that shot. Follows up. Another one because he stayed on the angle. Jumps right into half guard and rains down some hammer fist. And stops the fight. We're going to see another angle, I'm sure. Another angle. Boom. Right hand. Passes. Gets right into half guard. And starts raining down. And there's nothing else that guy can do. I mean, those three shots. I think he had money on this guy. Look at him. Oh, it's hilarious. That guy. I always love seeing what people do outside of the cage. And boom. Gets up. Oh, look at that big giant check. Here's two things that come to mind. One, does he take that check actually to the bank and cash it? And the second thing is, it reminds you of Happy Gilmore. Absolutely hilarious. But congrats to him for winning $1 million. 23 champion. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Champions. PFL champs versus Bellator champs. You got Renan taking on Ryan Bader. We got AJ McGee. It's going to be a stacked card. We're going to watch it because we break down all mixed martial arts stuff that piqued my interest. It's not very often you get to see champs versus champs. I said it before and I'll say it again. The only organization that used to do this was Bellator versus Ryzen. They've had their champions fight their champions. I think it's pretty cool because a lot of organizations don't want to share each other's athletes. But, you know, PFL buying Bellator, they get all of them now. So, boys, make sure you check out the pay-per-view Saturday, February 24th on ESPN Plus. Pay-per-view Seize the Throne. And make sure you guys like, subscribe. Also, hit the bell to know when we drop another one, boys.